Welcome everyone. Today, we have something truly special for you, a conversation with a remarkable woman who's lived through decades of change, love, loss, joy, and wisdom. She's 76 years old, and today she's about to share some of the most valuable advice that many people, especially younger generations, don't often hear. Her insights on life are deeply rooted in experience, compassion, and understanding. So grab a seat, listen closely, and open your hearts to the words of someone who's seen it all. Hello, my dear. You know, as I sit here today, I can't help but reflect on the many years I've been blessed with. Years filled with laughter, challenges, and lessons learned the hard way. But as I look back, I realize that there are a few things I wish I had known when I was younger, and I believe they might just help you as you walk your own path. You know, life has a way of teaching you things, but sometimes it's not always the lessons we expect. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of things, school, work, chasing dreams, but the real treasures often lie in the quiet moments. And let me tell you something I wish I had learned sooner. Peace comes from within. We spend so much of our lives searching for things outside of ourselves, success, validation, recognition, but true contentment doesn't come from those places. It's found when you're at peace with who you are and where you are. When I was young, I had big dreams. I wanted to travel the world, see new places, meet new people, and I did. I went on adventures, and they were some of the best times of my life. But looking back, what I realize now is that travel wasn't just about seeing new places. It was about the experiences I had along the way, the people I met, the connections I made. I can tell you something. I remember more of the conversations I had with strangers than the places I visited. The kindness of a local shopkeeper, the laughter of a fellow traveler. It's those moments that stick with you. And that's another piece of wisdom I'll share with you. Life is about the connections we make. Relationships are more important than anything else. Friendship is a treasure, you know. It's rare to find someone who truly understands you, who knows your heart, even when words fail you. And when you find that person, or even a small circle of people, hold on tight. Those friendships are precious. Time and life might change the circumstances, but true friends are irreplaceable. If you have one good friend, consider yourself blessed. Gardening taught me something important about patience. You plant a seed and you don't see the result right away. It takes time, and even when you think nothing is happening, under the surface, growth is taking place. It's the same with our lives. Sometimes we don't see the fruits of our labor immediately. Sometimes we feel like we're putting in all this effort and not getting anywhere. But trust me, growth happens in ways we can't always see. Don't give up. Keep planting, keep nurturing, and one day you'll see the beauty you've worked for. And don't take these relationships for granted. Sometimes we get so caught up in the busy nature of life that we forget to tell people how much they mean to us. Make it a habit to show appreciation, to reach out, to love deeply. Those little gestures, those moments of kindness, they leave an imprint on someone's soul. Life isn't always easy. There's no manual that comes with it, no map that tells you exactly where to go or how to avoid the potholes. But one thing I've learned is that it's not about the things you accomplish, but about the moments you cherish along the way. When I was a young girl, my world was simple. I didn't have much, but I had everything I needed: love, laughter, and the freedom to explore. I remember running through the fields, my bare feet touching the cool grass, feeling the warm sun on my face. Back then, it seemed like the world was full of endless possibilities, and in many ways it still is. But you know, as you grow older, you realize that time is precious. So many people rush through life thinking they have all the time in the world, but the truth is, we don't. Time moves faster than we think. If I could go back, I would tell my younger self to slow down. Take the time to appreciate the little things. Don't be in such a hurry to reach the next milestone, because before you know it, you'll find yourself asking, where did the time go? Another thing I've come to realize is that it's okay not to have everything figured out. When I was younger, I felt this constant pressure to have all the answers, to know exactly where I was going in life. But let me tell you, life is messy. It doesn't go according to a perfect script, and that's perfectly all right. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to face setbacks. But don't let that discourage you. The mistakes you make, they're the very things that will teach you the most. Every failure, every heartache, every disappointment has something to offer. Don't run from them. Learn from them. Family, friends, and love. Those are the things that matter. At the end of the day, it's not the things you acquire that will bring you happiness. It's the people you surround yourself with, the memories you create, and the love you give and receive. Don't ever forget that. As you grow older, you'll realize that your relationships are the things that hold the most value. The time you spend with loved ones, that's priceless. So invest in those relationships. Spend time with your family, call your friends, and don't wait for tomorrow to tell people how much they mean to you. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. And here's another thing, take care of yourself. I don't mean just physically, although that's important too, but I'm talking about your mind and spirit. So many people get caught up in their jobs, their responsibilities, their to-do lists, that they forget to take a moment for themselves. You need that time to recharge. Whether it's a walk in nature, reading a book, or simply sitting in silence. Make time for yourself. You deserve it. When I look at this photograph, I'm reminded of the people who shaped my life, the people who loved me, the ones who helped me grow, and even those who challenged me. Every single person I've met has taught me something valuable. That's the beauty of life. You never stop learning, so never close yourself off to new experiences, new friendships, or new lessons. Embrace it all. As the elderly woman continues, speaking, her voice gentle and soothing, "Now I know I'm not perfect. None of us are. But if there's one piece of advice I want to leave you with, it's this. Be kind. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. The world could use a little more kindness, don't you think? And remember, life is a journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the moments along the way. So don't rush, don't stress, and don't forget to laugh. Love deeply, live fully, and make the most of the time you have." Thank you for listening to these wise words from someone who's seen it all. We hope that this conversation has inspired you, reminded you to cherish the moments that matter, and encouraged you to live life with a little more love and patience. If you enjoyed this, share it with others, because sometimes the best advice comes from those who have lived the longest and loved the hardest.